I think the Bengals are going to make the playoffs. We'll dive into the schedule game. If you missed it, we'll dive into the schedule game later in the show, and I'll make my predictions game by game. But Greg Allman, the NFL reporter for Fox Sports, well, he did an article on every non-playoff team from last year in order of them most likely to make the playoffs this season. And the Bengals weren't number 1. They weren't number 2. They weren't number 3. They weren't number 4. They were number 5. Okay. They were number 5. Is this right? When you look at this list, where they're at, 5th, because you say 5th out of 18, and that makes sense. And then I see the teams ahead of them, and I see the Buccaneers 4th. I see the Chiefs 3rd. I see the Lions 2nd and the Ravens 1st. Buy or sell that this is the right order.
You guys aren't going to like my answer. I don't think Bengals fans are either, but I don't have an issue with this order at all. I think 5 is a fair place for them. I mean, just looking at the teams ahead of them, the Bucs could easily win the NFC South. Would not be surprised if the Chiefs won the AFC West. I'm still surprised the Lions missed the playoffs last year, and then that leaves the Ravens. And it wouldn't shock me if the Ravens are back in the playoffs, either winning the AFC North or as a wild card team. So, no, I don't have any issue with this order.
I think the 5 teams are correct. I think my question at this point with the order is, what's the discrepancy between the Bengals and the Ravens that I seem to have everyone has over this offseason? The Ravens lost a lot on that team this offseason, obviously changed head coaches as well. I'm a big Minter fan, but it will be his first year as a head coach in the NFL. I think there's a lot more questions than are being asked about the Baltimore Ravens this year. They have an offensive line. They're going to be starting a rookie at left guard. You changed both guard positions, and your all-pro center is now in Vegas. Lamar Jackson, 2 years left on his contract. Nnamdi Madubuike back. There's so many questions about the Ravens, and everyone was just kind of sharpieing them back into the top of the AFC North. I'm not so sure that I'd go that way. So if the Ravens are going to be 1, I don't think the Bengals should be any further than 2 or 3, because I think it's certainly a coin flip in the North, at least in my mind. But when it comes to the Bucs, you're absolutely right. Their footing in the NFC South, I think, gives them a slight leg up over the Bengals, and then the Lions and the Chiefs, both heavy favorites to make it to the playoffs. So I'd probably have the Bengals right around 3 or 4, so not too big of a discrepancy, but the distance between Baltimore and Cincinnati, I just can't really wrap my head around.
I think the Bengals are better than the Ravens, Lions, Chiefs, and Bucs. I think they're better than all of those teams. And the Lions are the only one that are debatable, I think. And you could say Ravens, I guess, based on odds, if you want to go that route.
Does the division for the Bucs to make it back to the playoffs, right?
Yeah. Because I don't think the question is the Bengals better than
those
teams. It's who has the easier path.
Sure, maybe. If you don't believe in Bryce, right? So that's part of it.
9-8 wins the South every year.
Tyler Shuck isn't going to get it done in New Orleans?
No.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
So maybe don't believe in Atlanta at all.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, the Bengals play the South. So if the South stinks, sweep the South. That'll help them. But I
the
get
Ravens also play the South.
I get your point, huh?
Ravens are also playing the South.
No, but I think the Bengals are better. I think that's it. I think the Bengals are better. You could say that the division's better. You can also say that there's 2 teams that matter in the AFC North. At maximum.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I think is interesting. Only one made the playoffs last year, and it's the team that I don't think matters as much in the Steelers. They would argue, and I'm sure they will, that, hey, we do matter. We added a weapon. We did all these things. Fine. But for me, I look at it, and really the only argument for the Lions is look at the continuity we've had. We're going to be fine now that we've had another year removed from losing our awesome offensive coordinator, in division, all of those things. But I don't believe in Jared Goff, and I never have. Even a couple of years ago, I didn't believe in Jared Goff. I think that roster is going to continue to regress. Some questions at offensive tackle. I would go maybe the Bucs because you're right. Like, could they win it at 8-9? Mm-hmm. Like, not even 9-8. Right. Could they win it at 8-9 with some tiebreakers?
Yeah.
Maybe. But let's say that does happen. I still think that the Bengals get to 10 or 11 wins and make the playoffs regardless. So it's close. It is close, though.
Just to kind of justify, in a way, what the Fox Sports writers have done here with the rankings, they do have the Buccaneers ranked 22nd in the post-schedule release power rankings and the Bengals 11th. So certainly not arguing that the Bucs are a better team, just that their path is a little bit easier. But looking at these power rankings as well from the same site that put out the odds to make the playoffs, Bengals also ahead of the Lions by 4 spots on these power rankings. And I don't understand how the NFC North is that much easier than the AFC North, or what's the path there to that explanation. If you think the Bengals are a better team, how would it not be more likely for them to make the playoffs?
And they're also one spot ahead of the Chiefs
Right.
on this rankings too, so kind of confusing
The West,
in that sense.
also a gauntlet.
West is going to be extremely difficult to win this year, but is it just the Kansas City effect of, assuming Patrick Mahomes is going to be fully back from the ACL and just kind of, going to take that team to the playoffs again?
I think people forget how many games he played last year. Everyone talks about the ACL and he's going to be back this year, and obviously it's a huge thing, but he played the majority of last season and the Chiefs missed the playoffs. Like, that can't be overlooked.
Pat Mahomes still a top 5 quarterback?
Yeah.
Okay, I tried to trap you. That's all. Set the trap, just to see.
Glad you said 5.
We'll do that another day. It's June. There's plenty of time to dive into that. Washington, 7th, too low. Washington's making the playoffs. No?
I'm not as sure.
I love what they did defensively.
Yeah.
Why?
I think
Why?
they're clearly the third best team in that division.
Behind who?
Eagles and Cowboys.
No way.
I don't know if
Cowboys?
I'd put the Cowboys
I like the
ahead of
Cowboys a
them.
lot. I think their offense is awesome.
I think they're fine.
Yeah, I'm a big Dak guy. You'll learn that about me.
Yeah, that's rough.
Big
It
Dak
also doesn't
guy.
surprise me.
Criticism of Mahomes and then saying I'm a big Dak guy within a minute is wild.
Fair.
That's unbelievable.
No. Well,
Is
they're
it?
not in the same.
It's
I'm not going to put
James.
Dak in the top 5, but I'm a big Dak fan.
Yeah. At 12?
Just a little bit.
15?
Oh, no, other way.
Oh, yeah. No, I know what you meant. Yeah.
Down.
But he's like 8 to 12 for me.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you. I just think he gets underrated a lot, and I love Pickens, and I love CD, and I think Javonte Williams with another year
Are they going
is
to get
good.
it done with Pickens?
I think they'll play either
It's
way.
kind of lingering.
It is.
That's kind of lingering. Does he end up in Washington? No, I'm just kidding.
Everyone's going to Washington.
Everyone. No, I believe in Jaden Daniels.
Fair. I don't as much.
Next 5 years, who are you taking, Daniels or Dak?
Yeah,
Daniels.
I'm taking Dak. I'm not a huge Daniels guy.
That's wild.
I'll take Daniels.
Yeah, me too.
I think Daniels will be hurt 3 of those 5 years.
Maybe.
Jeez.
Dak might too. He's
Fair.
been hurt plenty.
You're right.
Look at this. I didn't know this was going to turn into a quarterback debate. The other one that I thought was interesting as I was looking at this, the Vikings. I'm high on the Vikings. They kept their defensive coordinator, and me and Kyler might be the same height. He might be the same size as Ben Baby. I think he's going to be able to play with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and those guys.
Probably. Juwan Jennings, pretty good third receiver.
Pretty good third receiver. Can't see over the line. Doesn't matter. Justin's down there somewhere. Does he steal that line from Joe?
Probably. I mean, I'm a Kyler guy as well. Spoiler alert.
I
think
don't
he'll
know.
have a good
I
chance.
think Marissa's out. She's making a face.
Out on Kyler?
I'm definitely not sold on Kyler.
That's fair.
I'm not sold on Kyler. I also the NFC North is a pretty tough division too.
It
I
is.
mean,
It's
that's
tough.
where I'm not as high on the Vikings because of who they have to play with the Packers and the Lions.
Packers,
and even
Lions,
the
Bears.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
my.
Oh, my. Thank you.
Ding, ding, ding. Look at that. That turned into a quarterback segment. Who would have thought? Do you have Joe ahead of Mahomes?
Yes.
I was going to say don't answer that. We'll save it for another day. But Jacob just had to say yes right away.